Yeah, hey Barack. Yeah, no. Everything's good, man. No, yeah, I'm just getting ready to do a video for YouTube. All right, yeah. Yeah, tell Michelle and the kids I said hey. All right, bye. What's good, y'all? It's your boy T Free, and we are back with a video. As you see, we're in a whole different part of the crib because this is a whole different type of video. Today, I wanted to break down for you guys how to build out a timeless collection that people will always love. Nobody ever talks about the components that go into a drop/collection. So today we're going to talk about the different pieces that you can put into a collection, how much of each piece you should put in a collection, and just try to set you guys up for if you guys are doing merch or if you guys have your creative brand. Today I don't have a Notion doc for this one because I'm using Milanote now, and Milanote just helps me see all the visuals better because I'm more of a visual person anyway. So if you guys are more visual, you guys are definitely gonna love this, and it's easier for me to edit. I really want to hop straight in because I think you guys will love this. So we're gonna hop straight into Milanote. So we are here at Milanote right now, and yeah, as you guys can see, it's literally everything. All the images are all here, and it's so dope. I'm excited. All right, so we're going to talk about wardrobe essentials. Wardrobe essentials are things that go into the wardrobe that have stood the test of time pretty much. And this is just from history of streetwear and what's going on right now. You've got t-shirts. Everybody knows what a t-shirt is. It's very entry level. It's usually like people's core item that they sell that people buy a lot of. You have your bomber jackets. We'll go over those. You have your MA military style jackets, sweatsuits, tracksuits, that's hoodies and sweatpants. You have tennis, polo, rugby shirts. You see those a lot now. You got windbreakers, you got the vintage style ones, you got the new style ones right now. You've got any style of denim. That's jeans, jean jackets, jorts. Jorts be lit. You got hats, any type of hat really. Mainly like dad hats, trucker hats, fitted caps. More so the ones that you're seeing more often. I'm not really talking about like fedoras and like the top hats and stuff. I mean, those is lit if that's what you're into, but we not. And then lastly, you got like sports sweaters, and that's more like we're just gonna call it preppy sweaters. So like those are gonna be like your knits and like your cardigans and things like that. So basically from there, we're just gonna go into the first thing, which is t-shirts. Ooh. All right, so I'm gonna scale it real quick so I can get there to the t-shirts. Boom, boom. Right here at t-shirts. Oh man, I still like this. Okay, here at t-shirts. All right, so these are some different like t-shirts I put down here as like I don't know, not options, but like things I thought were kind of cool. And we'll just talk about them. So you got logo tees, which are gonna be like, you put your brand logo. And honestly, this is like super dope because if you have like a brand, well, we'll talk about it in a minute as well, but like if you have statement pieces and standout pieces, you also want to have like items like this. So that way people that don't want to spend as much money or don't really want to be super flashy with their pieces, but do want to rock your brand and want to have like a casual everyday piece, this is something that you could do. Just have your brand logo either in the center, or you can put it over to the left, over here by the heart. But this was a collab with Stussy and Nike, so that one was cool. You also got your face tees. This is screen print, obviously, RIP Kobe. But things like this are popping. You'll see people with these a lot, bro. Yeah, so you have those types. You got I call this like a evangelist type tee. So like this is Jesus is coming back, and it's like I'm seeing a lot more like, I don't want to say Christian, but like spiritual, like because it's not just religion. It's like, you know, God. You know, we're talking about God. Like those right there, those tees, like with dope designs, like cool, like tested streetwear style designs are like in right now. Like if you're into that, if you're, you know, if you're a person of faith, like that's something that like is cool. And that's something that like I'm probably gonna dip into also, which I think is so cool that people are doing. Like, oh my goodness. So you also have like tees like this, like magazine style tees. Like I've seen these before. They're dope. My homie did something like this with his brand as well. Kind of just depends on what you put on there, but you could do something really cool. You also have just your plain text tees. This one, haven't lost my virginity because I never lose, W bar. But I like that. That's cool. But yeah, you could put like a saying on the back of a tee, and you know, it'd be something that people just see on the back or on the front. So that's cool too if you have a message, like if like for my brand or whatever your brand is, like let's say your brand message is spreading love and positivity, you can put something like that on the back, literally, and people will rock with that. And that could be like an everyday tee. And then you could do like a face tee with some text also. That, like, you just have to, yeah, this could be cool. This could be cool. A lot of times people do like a different color text, and this is like screen printed. So that's an option. Screen printing is really cheap, and you can probably do it yourself. All right. So next thing we got, we're gonna go with the bomber jackets. All right. So bomber jackets are like kind of like workwear jackets too, from what I was seeing. They can be leather, they can be like different materials, but for the most part, you're gonna see them like this. Right here, this brand is so dope. This is Artificial Fever, I believe. And they're just doing like super cool, like, you know, it's literally a workwear jacket, but they just added like little logos. And this is like the Yankees logo, but they did it in a different style. So it's theirs now. And then the little the text emoji hearts are so fire. Like, that's tough. So this would be like a standout type of piece. But it's low key. It's I don't even know how to describe it, but it's like, it's fire. Like, I'm pretty sure when he dropped those, they were like $350. And then Supreme did a style too. But yeah, this is like a bomber jacket. We're gonna go over the MA1 military jackets, and the difference really is like the collar. You know, it is it's a bomber jacket when it has this like the flannel style collar like that, the fold down collar. You got one right here too. This is like a suede jacket right here. I think it's suede or nubuck. IDK, LOL. And then you got this Porsche jacket. This Porsche one, yeah, this is just like vintage style. I would still call it, yeah, because it's not a windbreaker necessarily. So I would put this one in the category of a bomber jacket. Yeah. So that's bomber jackets. Bomber jackets usually cost like around $150 on the low end, and then on the higher end they could be like $300-$500, depending on, like, if it's a statement piece, it's gonna cost like more like $300-$400. So keep that in mind when we're talking about these. Next, we got the MA1 jackets. So the difference here with these jackets is the collar. So instead of having a fold down collar, it has like this rib knit, or whatever you want to call it, style collar, that just kind of comes up a little bit, like half the neck, like almost like a mock neck. So yeah, slightly different style on the pockets. The pockets change too, so that's not something that stays like definite. You have the little things on the sides sometimes. Then you have a different style right here where they have like, it's buttoned up. This is the Yankees one. This one's pretty tough, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, so different styles and different ways. These pockets are different too. But that collar, that's how you know it's the MA1. Yeah, this one right here as well. And these are always going to be popular because military style stuff is always going to be in, like, no matter what. This is literally all tested and vetted. You got this champs. This one is tough because then it's leather too. But like I'm saying, the only difference between a bomber jacket and a MA1 jacket is the collar. So pay attention to that when you guys are looking at pieces and trying to get yourself some inspo. And then lastly, this is what it looks like on body. Different, low-key different style, but not different style, but like style. This one's cool though. I like how he put it on. So that's the MA1 jacket. Next you got your denims. Denims literally can be pants, jackets. It doesn't have to be like that blue denim. You know, there's different color denims too. So over here we have a, just showing you this first. We have a like cream colored denim with like some brown, hints of brown in here. And like this one's super tough. So like, think about denims, it's not just, you know, blue denim. So here we got like a dark denim, almost like on the side of like a black denim, but like washed, like acid wash or stone wash. And this is fire. I haven't really seen like a combo like this. So this is cool. Cool design. Can I zoom in? I don't know if you guys get this, zoom in. But this one is tough. I like that. You got another one with a jacket and some jorts. Tough. I like how they're switching up like the design. That pocket, hopefully it's functional. I doubt it. I doubt that back pocket is functional, dog. Yeah, like the different like structure and like pocket designs and like stuff like that. I think that's cool. You got to get different with the denims. And I literally told y'all there's different colored denims, and I literally showed you all like dark denims. So, but everybody's seen all the regular types of denims already. This one right here, this is what it would look like on body if somebody's wearing something like that, like a full denim. Rule of thumb though, like if you're making denims, it's probably not the best idea to make a top and a bottom like set, because that usually doesn't look the best when you do like full denim. You have to be that person. You have to be that dude, or you have to be that bitch to be able to do that. And not saying that you're not, but a lot of people aren't. So next we are gonna go with, let me go all the way over here. Next we got tracksuits and sweatsuits. So tracksuits and sweatsuits are gonna be, you see these a lot. Right here we have a gray one with an embroidery CD like coming out of the pockets, which I think is so tough. That's a dope touch. Yeah, so these can be entry level pieces, where these can be like everyday wears, or they can be like a little more expensive if you're trying to do some more with it. This one is by ASOS. I like the color on this one and the fact that they had sweat shorts to go with it. So it doesn't necessarily have to be, you know, cotton either. It doesn't have to be like sweat. Like this one right here looks more like, well, at one point it looked more like nylon to me. Now it's looking a little different, but still, this is kind of like what I'm talking about. Different style. That one's more a tracksuit. This one is definitely a sweatsuit. The difference is it's either going to be sweatpants or it's going to be like those nylon type pants. So that's the difference between sweatsuits and tracksuits. This one right here is a sweatsuit with a crew neck instead of a hoodie. So, and the patterns are dope. So they usually when you do a tracksuit or sweatsuit, the top and the bottom complement each other. Next, you have your polo and rugby tees and rugby shirts. These are always going to be popping because like this one right here, I'm pretty sure this one was probably just a mock-up by some dude, but this one is like a half zip down, really chill, and it's like not everybody wants to, you know, rock like a t-shirt all the time. Not everybody wants to rock a hoodie. You know, there's some sophisticated people out here. So they want to wear, you know, they might want to put a little collar on. And I'm with that because sometimes you have to switch up the style. And these are still considered streetwear. And like people are making dope fits with them. And even like this Amy Leon Dior one, Dore, Aim Leon Dore. I don't even think I said that right, bro. But anyways, this one's tough. Um, this one's tough. I like this a lot. I like the design here. Um, this is just another way that, I don't know, I just wanted to show like a different design on how like the buttons look. And then this is what this one looks like on. This is the short sleeve version. Usually they have like stripes on it, either going horizontal across or vertical straight up and down. Yeah, this one's a polo. And then this one is a rugby shirt. Difference is long sleeves. Okay, long sleeve is rugby and short sleeve is polo. Next, we got windbreakers. You got your vintage style windbreakers. These are gonna be like the style of really just vintage style windbreakers. Everybody's always gonna have them. You have your poofy style ones right here. Like, I don't know if this is like, I don't know who this is I'm looking at right now, but some dude in this would be called a tracksuit right here. So you have this one right here by McLaren and Mercedes. Like, this one's fire. Like, this is pretty tough. It's just different materials that go on it. You have, so that one right there was like a tighter one. You have your like poofy style ones that you see right here. This is a vintage style one by Adidas and the Boston Marathon. You have a Nike one right here. Just, this is vintage style also. I pretty much showed a lot of vintage style ones just because like that's what people are like rocking right now. And people have rocked for a while. But this is like the skinny tight one. Like, this is what Nike does. So a little bit on the tighter side. It's not so baggy, but yeah. All right. And then I think we only got one more. Oh, we got two more. So next, we got your hats. We got hats. So right here, we got a fitted. You got fitted caps. Some people like fitteds better than snapbacks and, the other styles. So I'm just showing different styles right here. This fitted Houston Astros. I don't think it ever came out. I think it was just like a concept. You got this style of hat right here. Not just saying the corduroy style, but this type of hat structure. I don't know all the hat structures, to be honest, because I don't wear hats and I don't really put a lot of them out. But I'm gonna start doing my research and stuff. This one right here, this is the one that Mac Miller would wear a lot, I feel like. But it's like low-key like a skater type of hat, different type of bill. These are fitted hats with like different embroideries on them, so different ways that you can think to customize them. And then you have your like foam trucker hats and stuff, which these ones are tough too, so consider those. And then lastly, you got your Preppy sweaters. So Preppy sweaters are anything that looks kind of like, like you would be going to like your new girlfriend's grandma's house for the first time, and they was having you over. Y'all was gonna go to church. Yeah. Like, y'all was gonna go to church first, and then y'all was gonna go and eat somewhere. So your Sunday best, low key. But these are sports sweaters or whatever you want to call it. Usually they're like wool or like some different type of knit, finer knits. This one right here is super cool. It's nice and brown, but then he decided to put a collar underneath, and that's what people do a lot of the times with these. So that's like that type of style. You put a collar underneath it, usually has a collar or something like that. You got this one right here by Rude and McLaren. This is a knit. Knit, exactly what I said, knit with a collar. And this one has like a Chanel patch on it, which is pretty fire. You got this one by Aim Leon Dore. You could call this one like a I'm putting it in the sports sweater category just because of the style that they put him in. This looks like the preppy style, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would not put this in the category of like a sports jacket or like a windbreaker. It's not any of those. And it's definitely not like a military style jacket. So this one right here is considered preppy. You literally have a cardigan right here. He put a like a collar underneath that one too, and the background is literally like a locker room. So this is exactly that preppy style, prep school. You know, those like old money vibes, like collar up, like you're gonna go to a different area. You want to look good no matter what. Like, I put this one in here too, just because like the style of knit. It doesn't have a collar underneath it, but totally could put a collar underneath that easily. Says child of God and literally has a Bible in his hand. That just fits the vibe of like what I was saying with the grandma thing. So anyways, now how do we build out a collection, right? What goes into a collection? How much of what goes in? So when you're thinking about the items that you guys are going to put in, you have different options here. So scale to fit. You have, what is it? Bring it up, bring it up. No, bring it. Pause. All right. Anyways, so we're going to do it like this. I was doing so well with this. All right. So you've got statement pieces. Those are going to be your standout designs. And this is where you're really going to like explore your creativity. So these are going to be the pieces that cost the most amount of money. And not everybody's necessarily going to like these pieces either. So these are the ones that people really love, and people are going to love you, and they're going to buy this because they really, really rock with the concept and they want to be unique. So that's going to be like bomber jackets that have like some different type of texture on it. Really, you can do anything there. Like, people do like heavyweight hoodies. Like, it's just something that's premium and a little bit better than your core items and more expensive than your core items. Next, you have your core items. These are going to be everyday pieces that somebody will wear like every single day. So that's going to be like t-shirts, you got hats, you got like basic hoodies and things like that. And then you have your accessible items, which are like accessories, low-cost items that anybody can buy, and typically you can send them off as promo. So when you're building out your next collection, think about this. You want to have at least 2 statement style pieces, right? Whether that be like a hoodie with a different texture on it, a hoodie with like some embroidery on it, or something like that, like screen print on both sides. I don't know. Think about something. Standout designs that really explore your creativity as an artist. If you're not an artist, then something that is premium value. Like, let's say heavyweight hoodie, right? You could do that. Heavyweight hoodie with your logo on it, embroidered, right? Send that. That could be a statement piece, right? So 2 of those. And then you want to have 2 to 3 core items, whether that be t-shirt, hat, a hoodie, a basic hoodie. It's not going to be anything super crazy. Yeah, so those are things that you could think of. Even like, what else could you do? Like, I wouldn't say socks. Socks would be like accessories. So that's what I would say for your core items. You could even do scarves. Like, literally, I have one on right now. And if you did a scarf, if you did a scarf, I would buy that. So if any of you guys decide to do scarves, please let me know and I'll buy them all. And then lastly, you have your accessible items. You want to have 1 to 2 of those per drop, right? And these numbers pretty much change, but as you grow, the parts that you want to change are going to be the core items and the accessible items. You want to increase those, right? And once you increase those and get a lot of demand, then you maybe consider adding another statement piece. Because if you only have statement pieces, and I've been in this position before, then you probably won't sell a lot because people have to really, really love that to buy that, right? And if you're just starting out, people might be a little bit nervous to, you know, spend that big dollar with you. So consider that. I hope this video helped you guys figure out what you want to do with your brand or merch, or, you know, launch whatever you guys are deciding to do. If you guys got all the way to this point, please hit a sub down below. I will catch y'all on the next video. Peace.